cannot tell that this place was decimated 4 years ago, almost 4 years ago. It looks so
Lovely
much better.
pots.
Yeah, those pots everywhere.
They were lovely.
They were lovely pots.
They got their pots back.
They put their pot. Did they always have pots there?
It was sort of a statuary and pots, and it seems to be almost all pots now.
Okay.
Maybe they sell better than, big pelican statues.
Sounds about right. Because what do you need a big pelican statue for when we've got big birds walking through our yards every day? Hi, Darla.
Right?
Yeah. All right. So welcome everybody
Essay.
back in Fort Myers, going to Fort Myers Beach. One of my regular hunting grounds. Hunting grounds. No, what's a better word for that? This used to be my playground. It is my playground. Look at that. So we are setting up for a beautiful sunset. I think the after party sunset's going to be really special, but beautiful, going over the water here. And we are heading towards the famous San Carlos Bridge. I mean, it is sad. You see a lot of empty lots here where there used to be buildings and they're not there anymore. But they are totally rebuilding here in Fort Myers. Things are really looking good. Everything's been cleaned up. Hi, Fred. Well, you're here now. That's all that counts. All right, get ready. We're gonna go over the San Carlos Bridge. Get a good look at the Gulf of America and the bay. Fort Myers. Hi, Gloria. You're right on time, my good friend. Right on time. How beautiful this is. Yeah. Michelle's slowing down for y'all. Look how beautiful. Gloria says hello, Michelle. You are so very welcome, Fred. I'm glad y'all are here. Look over there. We can see the Gulf of America. Look at that. Nice. Should we go down to the beach down there? It's at 8:15. No, because we didn't do it. We're live on YouTube. I don't think. I don't think we're gonna have that good of a sunset. It'll be visible. It'll be a good after party sunset. I don't know. You never know. Hi, CK. Happy Tuesday. Oh, voted. Did you vote today in the Republican primary? Not for us, right? In Florida. Thank goodness. Whoosh. You scared me. All right. Well, good job, Gloria.
It's August.
Yeah. All right. Well, I want you to suspend all reality wherever you are right now. You are at the beach, Fort Myers Beach. It doesn't get beachier than this, right? Although it is sad to see the buildings that were gone. This was a very hard hit area by the hurricane.
Over 20 feet.
20 feet of water, storm surge. Really crazy. Oh, look at that red, white, and blue. Oh my gosh.
Interesting clouds over there.
Yeah. Hi, Gretchen. Hello, everybody. Welcome to tonight's beach report. A really good beach report, Fort Myers Beach sunset. Woohoo! Oh my gosh, we are so happy. I am so happy to be back in Florida. Really wasn't the same without the palm trees. Look at that building that has palm trees. Like, what is that? Palm things painted on it? That's an interesting mural. That's new. I hadn't seen that before. They must have just done that. Oh, that's for Casa Playa, Hotel Casa Playa. It's nice. Yeah, why don't you put your money where your mouth is and bet on it? Go ahead. Go ahead. I'll tell you if you're right. Go ahead. Give me a $30 super chat. Do it.
Bet on what?
Oh, he wants to know what my body. He says $30. I have a body count higher than 70. 70. Oh yeah, it's a sexual.
It was like,
I know. I know. We're old ladies. We don't really always get it, but I got that one. Yes, Wise Cracker. I'm back in Florida. Still waiting for that super chat. Go
Yeah.
on, $30, and I'll tell you if you're right.
yeah, shush, she's a bubby.
Come on, come on, come on.
She's a bubby now,
Yeah,
shush.
I'm a Bubby, but Bubby needs money, so go ahead. Go ahead. Let's bet that $30. Going once, going twice. Put your money where your mouth is. Murdo Durano. Yeah.
What money? He has no money.
Oh, he has no money, but he's got $50 for meth. Yeah.
That's why he has
Yeah.
no money.
That's why he doesn't have any money. You shouldn't do meth. I don't think that's very wise. Anyway, we are here at Fort Myers Beach.
You
And
can see the bridge from here.
oh, that is cool. Look at that.
Can you
All right.
zoom?
Well, I want to get out of the car and go to the beach if you're okay with that.
Can you zoom?
I've zoomed. They're looking at it.
I was just thinking maybe the bus would move.
Oh, well, what bus? Oh, that bus. Oh, so that you can have a good view too.
Yeah, but I can go around.
Yeah, you can go around.
Torpedoes.
And the bus is going to move eventually.
Bus driver's not even in the bus.
Well, then it's not going to
Maybe
move.
not.
It's not going to move.
Maybe
All
not.
right. That is a very cute bus, though.
Sure.
Yeah, that's the bus driver, and he's not going to move. All right. I was going to go barefoot, but that's always a mistake on
Yeah.
Fort Myers Beach. So I'm putting shoes on.
Leaving your shoes is as well.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. Losing my shoes also a bad idea. All right, here we are at Fort Myers Beach. By the way, Murdo, you shouldn't do drugs. They're really bad for you and they'll make you ugly. So when you get to be old like me, 60 years old, you will not look very good if you do drugs. So I would kindly ask you to stop talking about drugs because that's not what this show is about, okay? Try to be respectful. And if you can't be, then kindly move along and find someone else to troll or we'll kick you off or whatever. Hey, Dakota. Dakota always says Donald Trump. Gotta love that. Hey, Murdo, I asked you to be respectful, okay? I don't want anything to do with you. I can't even see a picture of you. I have no idea what you look like, but I'll tell you, you're disgusting just from the way you're behaving. You're telling us all how disgusting you are. Is that what you want to present to the world? That you use women, you objectify other people? Do you want to be a slave owner? What's that? Why don't you hit yourself? Rude, okay? Seriously. People like you make the world not a better place, okay? So, again, I'm going to ask for you to be respectful. This is my show. This is my party. Don't be rude to me. Yeah, take a hike and you will get kicked off soon. So, you know what? You can think I'm hot and that's fine and everything, but don't treat me as if I'm some kind of an object. Is that how you talk to hot women? I'll bet you don't have any women in your life or any relationships if that's how you think about women. It's just something to hit and do drugs. It tells us a lot about you and we feel badly for you. So, oh, thank you, Dabby Doo. I appreciate that. See, be more like Dabby Doo. I bet Davy Doo's got a lot of friends. Anyway, we are out here in Fort Myers on Fort Myers Beach. Oh, hi Jeff, love you too. I love all of you. And but I don't love your behavior sometimes. So please try to be respectful. I haven't done anything to deserve to be treated like an object. I love you too, Gretchen. Hi, Father Time. You know, it's okay. I can go through it because I'm really tough like that. And I don't have the kind of, well, let's say my self esteem is pretty high. So, hi, Lisa. Hi, Harvo. Hey, Surfboard. So, here's the thing that when somebody comes on my show and is super disrespectful and nasty, I've had this feeling like maybe I can help them be better people because I would rather that people be better, at least around us. You know, if you can't do it for other people, I'm gonna demand respect. I'm gonna demand that you come on this show and treat everybody like people, not like objects to hit and do drugs with. You know, just people are people, and I'm a real person, and I am not an AI. So I'm just hoping that the trolls will learn because I'll take time with them and I'll, you know, give them some pointers. Because if we have a lot of people going through this world acting like total asses, then what are we doing? And you can't just get angry with them and toss them aside. I think sometimes you got to talk to them and say, hey, rethink it, you know? And if they don't get it, they might be bots. And if they don't get it, they might be really wounded and feel like, I think a lot of the men think, you know, she doesn't want to date me, which I don't. I don't want to date anybody, definitely not you. And so you're going to, you know, put me down before you think I can reject you. Some people do that. So we know what you're all about. Don't worry. There's no rejection here because first of all, I can't see you. But when you tell me what kind of person you are through your words, then I'm like, yeah, you don't maybe deserve respect, but I do. It is scary that there are so many with that mindset, Father Time. I agree. That's why I say something because I feel like someone's got to say something. You know, sometimes it's so easy to backhand a troll or feed them to the sharks and you know, just be like, you're a total loser. I think maybe they can be reasoned with. I could be wrong. But sometimes you've seen me turn a troll around every now and then. It does happen. And it's super satisfying. And they even have said they were sorry and apologized to me for their disrespect. So, you know, maybe they went on to meet somebody and have a nice life. And I don't know. It's my hope. It's always my hope. I'd like to change the world myself in perfect harmony. I don't know the words of this one. I like to not drink Coke da, 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 and keep it company. Da, 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 da. Thank you, Tom Cats. I know this is my new favorite hat. It does get a little bit itchy when it gets hot, but anyway, hey Joyce. Yeah, you were a troll once. You're still a troll. Gotta love Joyce. Anyway, CK says, turn the troll around. Yeah, yeah. Um, Unknown user says, we have already created man and know what his soul whispers to him. And we are closer to him than his jugular vein. That sounds kind of like a poem or something, but I don't understand it. I'm sorry. Sometimes when you're kind to them, and listen, they do come around and they even subscribe. Yes, they do, Gretchen. And they actually sometimes they turn out pretty nice, you know? I just think if you show somebody some kindness, you might be able to see a different side of them. Some people really are just looking for love, looking for love in all the wrong places, looking for love in too many places. Broken heart. looking for traces. What I'm dreaming of now that I found a friend and lover. I guess bless the day I discovered Jesus. Looking for love. Hi, Shannon. These are my favorite flowers on the beach. The little beach daisies. How cute they are. Look at that. I show you everything on the beach. Black cat loves on the beach. In the cool of the evening when everything is getting kind of creepy. I call you up and ask you if you'd like to go with me to see a movie. I get confused because you don't know if you can stop and say, all right, love is kind of crazy with a spooky little girl like you. I don't know, Black Cat, you inspired that song. Look at this precious baby. Oh my gosh, you guys, I have babies on the brain now that I have a baby. Now that I have a grandchild, I'm so into babies. I am so into you. Look at this baby's throwing sand in the water. So sweet. You know what? That's actually really good for a baby to. Did you see that? The baby said something to me. So cute. That baby's still talking. The life of this world is nothing but the enjoyment of delusion. Well, there's that. There's that. But you know what? Here's the great thing about the delusion is it's an illusion and you can control it because it's your party, it's your show, it's your life. And you can make it good or you can make it bad. And if you're going through life with a cynical viewpoint and always looking at the depressing parts and thinking bad and being afraid, then your life of illusion is gonna quite frankly suck. My life, on the other hand, is beach. My life has always been a beach. Yeah, real talk. CK knows. Because if nobody is gonna say it, we all have to understand that our lives, and see me walking backwards, working on my agility on the beach. But no, seriously, you guys, it's all up to you. You can have a good life, you can have a bad life. You can look at things in a good way, or you can look at things in a bad way. It's your perception that really counts. Hey, David. Wait, I'm not supposed to look backwards when I'm walking backwards. I walk backwards so slowly, but I swear it works all kinds of muscles that I don't normally use. I don't know about this sunset. I have a feeling that the after party of this sunset is going to be way better than the sunset itself. But welcome to tonight's beach report. We are back in Florida, back on the beach, and we are on my beloved Fort Myers Beach. Please hit that like button and subscribe too. I'd really appreciate it. I found my hat. I didn't lose my hat, David, but I don't wear a hat all the time. You know, actually, it's not good to wear a hat all the time because you get something called hat head, which is a problem for your hair. If you wear hats a lot, sometimes it depends on the hat, maybe, but you will be breaking your hair. Whoops, that's backwards. Yeah, so a lot of people's hair breaks off because of hats. So don't wear hats too much. You have to be very careful, especially when you have hair as long as mine. I am always constantly looking for split ends and trying to make sure that my hair doesn't break because long hair breaks. Hi, Barbara. It's so good to see you. And please check out jewelbooks.com. Thank you for that reminder, Darla. I greatly appreciate it. All right, we've got the sun just peeking through the clouds here on Fort Myers Beach, right over Sanibel Island. See that right there is Sanibel Island. I'm streaming from Fort Myers Beach, Barbara. And that's what we're looking at is Sanibel Island. And then over here we've got, ooh, look at that. That looks really pretty. That was not a band, that was a jam session. Dude, you don't get to see things like that just anywhere. I'm telling you what, that was once in a lifetime. That was such a great show last night. Yeah, Darla, it is a tedious job to look for split ends. I'll tell you what, I think it's also a mental illness, but it's my mental illness, and I'm going to claim it and love it for what it is and letting me have super long hair. What you talking about, unknown user? We're really not interested in the Quran. Look at all that seaweed. Oh my gosh, remember when it was beautiful? Yeah, and Captiva Island is right there, I believe. That's Sanibel and that's Captiva. Hi, John. That boat's just flying through this inlet. So we're right at the edge of Fort Myers Beach. And this is a really, really beautiful inlet here. Destroyed in the hurricane, but it's back. All right, I'm going to keep walking backwards for my agility. If I fall on the beach, it'll probably be okay. So I went to the dentist. Do my teeth look clean? They are. They're a lot cleaner now. I like the Mucky Duck restaurant on Captiva Island. I've heard about the Mucky Duck, but I've never been there. All right, so the news on my teeth is not good. It's really not good. So my new dentist, Dr. Andy, there's no no-see-ums, by the way, Joyce. It's pretty good. So Dr. Andy says that the teeth over here, my lower teeth, like a horrible thing waiting to happen. So he said that that's very, that's dire. And teeth are sparkling. Thank you. But yeah, I've got a ticking time bomb down here, and I got this one tooth that's just, it's like ready to lose its mind. And Dr. Andy says he can fix it. He says it's very important it gets done right away. So thank you, Black Cat. But I'm in a lot of trouble with my teeth, and I asked about the flipper. He called it a flipper, but then he said it's like kind of he said it snaps in. I don't know where Fahanda is, but let me know if that's the right one. He said you can eat with it and it just goes right in. You take it out at night and you clean it, or you don't have to wear it or whatever, but it sounds perfect. It's $675. Yeah, Gretchen, exactly. Open your wallet. The whole thing is $4,500. Now, that sounds like a lot of money to me. David lost his teeth and his hat. Anyway, yeah, so I gotta raise 4.5 grand and fix my teeth. And I can't wait. So one of the things I plan on doing is getting yet another no interest credit card. I don't know what else to do. There's no interest credit cards though. Gives you a while. 21 months for this one I'm looking at. So we're gonna do that too. So anyway, it'll be fine. You know what? The Lord will provide for me. I'm not gonna be afraid. I'm not going to walk around in lack and fear. Everything will be fine. God wants me to have my teeth fixed, and Dr. Andy's going to do it. So I'll take you guys along on my journey, on my dental journey, and you can see me get my teeth fixed. And then when someone comes on the show and says, "Oh, your teeth are fake," you guys will be like, "Well, that one is." And there's a bridge back there, but generally, no, they're not fake. And you guys will know it for sure, right? Oh my gosh. No, it's not implants, Black Cat. It's actually some I'm missing this tooth down here. And I have a crown here or a veneer or whatever it is up here. And the dentist said that these teeth up here are strong and this tooth is not. And it's got a hole in it and a deep it had a deep cavity and that it's an accident waiting to happen. It's a tooth waiting to explode. And I have to be very careful with how I eat. And that this tooth is just needs, I need a bridge, this one and this one. And yeah, so all that stuff. You did that before, filmed yourself getting your teeth fixed. It was great. Yeah. I'm going to make it a write off. I'm going to figure it out. You know what? God does not want me to walk around with broken, ugly teeth. So I'm just going to do it and I'm going to have faith. You see me walk in faith and I have faith that my teeth need to be fixed. And that's important, you know. And when my dog was sick, I certainly valued her health over my own. But now it's about me and it's about my teeth. And they are very, very important to me. So I know that God will make sure that I'm fine. It's all good. Did you notice our troll ran away? Yeah. He didn't like the way I was talking to him. Not that I wasn't being mean. Anyway, I was hoping I could help. So look at these big fluffy clouds over here. It looks like maybe we're fixing for some kind of a storm. I don't know, but it's so different to be back on the West Coast after being on the East Coast. Yeah, I'm going to get it taken care of. Because, hey, these are my money makers. Yeah, trollless. That's right. When you call out the trolls, they're like, I think I'll go somewhere else. We do what we have to do, right? So anyway, it's a beautiful day in this neighborhood. A beautiful day for a neighbor. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? It's a neighborly day in this beauty hood. A neighborly day for a beauty. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? I have always wanted to have a neighbor just like you. I've always wanted to live in the neighborhood with you, Donna. So let's make the most of this beautiful day. Since we're together, we might as well say, would you be mine? Could you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor? Won't you be? Won't you be? Please, won't you be my neighbor? Well, you can be married and be my neighbor. Move in with your wife. I don't care. You know, I'm single. No, I'm not single. I'm a widow. I'm a widow and I don't date. So I don't like to call myself single because I feel like that means that I'm looking, and I am not looking. And I've been talking about this lately because I think it's really important that women be respected for their wishes and desires after a certain age to kind of be on their own, especially if our husbands have died or some women get divorced and they've been in a bad relationship for a long time. You know, it's a freedom to not be controlled by somebody. And I admit that um, my past, I wasn't a very good picker. And I got lucky that I met Ray at the gas station, but I don't feel like I need to look for a relationship like that. There are so many reasons why I don't want a relationship and shouldn't be in a relationship. You know, thank you, Black Cat. It's like I am at a point in my life where my relationship is with myself and with my family, my children. Now I have a grandchild, my friends. I have so many people who rely on me in ways that are not like a husband, you know, like, first of all, there's no sex involved. And I'm finding that a life without sex, for me anyway, is pretty darn wonderful because whatever makes you happy. Exactly, Dano. It is all about whatever makes you happy. And when I was a young wife and a mother, and even before then, you know, it was all about the relationship and pleasing my husband and, you know, looking for love or looking for respect too, and really kind of not finding it. I was speaking earlier today about trauma, about what's that noise? Oh, it's a boat. About life trauma, and a lot of people are traumatized at an early age. But me personally, I was traumatized on the day I was born, and I don't think people understand that. They'll be like, "But you were just a baby. You don't remember." Oh, but you do. You do remember when your life starts out with you are literally, you come into this world super stoked to meet your mother, you know, and to you've been in her belly, you've heard her voice, you know what she smells like, everything a bit. She's you, you are her. And to be born and to be taken away from your mother, never to return, is a trauma for both the mother and the baby. And you're so right, Darla. Babies know so much more than you think they do. And you know, your hearing, is one of the first things to be developed in the womb. So babies are listening. They hear everything. We know this. They dance in the womb. They have preferences for different music. They are their own people. And I think that people who look at them like a clump of cells or like a senseless blob, I think that you're the real racist. You're the real, what's the word I'm looking for? That's a bigoted view. You know, it is really not fair to look at a baby and think that's somebody who's we can do whatever we want with them. I mean, you wouldn't separate a dog and its puppies before 8 weeks. But you'll take a mother and a newborn infant and separate them immediately that day, born and gone. What do you think that's like for the baby? And I didn't have any mother for 2 weeks, 14 days. Now, my little granddaughter is going to be 14 days in just a couple of days. And it feels like the longest time in the world, those 14 days of her. And I remember when I had a baby, that those first 2 weeks are so amazing. And you're learning things about your baby's learning things about you, and you're getting to know each other. Every single day, every moment is a learning experience and a bonding experience. And what did Darla say? I was 3 months pregnant with Bobby, was at a wedding. He was dancing all over the place in my belly. It was too funny. But they're people, infants, preborn people are people. And I have the preborn baby kind of, that was me. I came into this world just as if I didn't have any right to know who my parents are. I didn't have any right to have parents. But then they gave me parents, and I had to be really grateful for that, which I was, and I still am. And I had the greatest parents that I could have had. I know that the alternative was not good. Anyway, I just wish that people would look at little babies and understand that those are people, and they feel pain, and they have memories, and maybe they don't remember things and they can't tell you about them, but they can recall them. My children are all grown. It gets lonely sometimes. It's only lonely if you let it be lonely, Anthony. I think that loneliness is a human condition that we impose upon ourselves, because you don't have to be lonely. Ah, look at all the lonely people. There are a lot of lonely people out there. It's actually sun is set right now, and we're not getting much byway except for that. That's our sunset. And I think it's going to be really pretty, the after show. And oh, look, did you hear that? The pirate ship is here. Ooh. Ahoy, mateys. I think he just like sent out a cannon or something. Hi, Stuart. But seriously, you guys, I want to put the onus and the responsibility on you for your own happiness. Nobody else can make you happy. Not your children, not your pets, not your parents, not your friends. It's up to you. Yeah, good one, Father Time. I heard that. Eleanor Rigby sits in the church, sits in the church where her wedding has been. Lives in a dream, waits at the window, wearing a face that she keeps in a jar by the door. Who is it for? All the lonely people. Good one, Joyce. R. Where do they all come from? All the lonely people, where do they all belong? Father Mackenzie, writing in the words for us. Nobody hears, no one comes near. Look at him working, darning his socks as he sits. I'm like messing the words up. I used to know them, but if the song was playing, I'd be like, right on that. Anyway, you know me. I usually know the words. We should do something I know the words to. What's a good pirate ship song? Lives in a dream. Yes, lives in a dream. Apparently, we all live in a dream. And some of us also live in a nightmare. But the dream or the nightmare, it's really your making. It's up to you how you react to the things that happen to you in your life and the things that you make happen to you in your life. You have a lot more control than you think. And that's something I've been researching, something I want to pass on to all of you. I want to make this world a better place, one person at a time. Feed the world, Make this a better place for you and for me and the entire human race now. There are people dying. If we care enough for the living, make it a better place for you and for me. Feed the world, make it a better place for you and for me and the entire human race now. There are da 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 ba da 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 ba da ba ba. Yo ho ho, pirate's life for me. Aw, thank you, Zach. Wait, there's a song about a pirate's life for me. I don't remember what that is. Hey, King the Bag. Hi, guys. We are here for a kind of non existent sunset here on Fort Myers Beach. Ahoy, mateys. Yes, we're looking at the famous pirate ship from Fort Myers. Zach is tired. Zach, I'm tired too. Thank you, King to Bag. Would always thank our dear Donna. Juno Beach Donna is my stylist. So if you think I look good, it's because of her all the way. All the way. Well, that I love that big pirate ship. It looks so cool. I love how it's lit up. And I do think they like pretend to shoot cannons off of it every now and then. London. Oh, 1 a.m. in London. London Calling. I forget that name. I forget that song. Hello, Papa Smurf. How you doing, Ron? I love how we have people from all over the world here on the Beach Report because I am an international journalist and an international kind of person. And I lived in Switzerland for about 10 years. And my husband was Cuban. My first husband was Swiss. So there's that. Anthony, is that a song? What would you do with it? I know that's just early in the morning, right? Oh, yo ho ho, and a bottle of rum indeed. What would you do with a drunken sailor early in the morning? That sounds gross. Drunken sailor. Oh, not good. You know, I used to always well, it makes me think about Fleet Week in New York City. So I lived in New York City for a few years. I lived in Staten Island. And every year, Fleet Week would happen where all the Navy boys would come into New York City and, you know, go around looking for a good time or something. Anyway, they showed it on Sex and the City where the girls are like, oh, Fleet Week. Like, who wants to sleep with a bunch of young, rowdy sailor men? I don't know. It doesn't sound fun to me. I'm just saying, yo ho ho, and up she rises. Yo ho ho, and up she goes. Shave his belly with a rusty razor. Oh my gosh, where are we going? Holy guacamole. Did you guys see last night? There was a porn star on the Beach Report. Did you realize that? If you didn't, you should go back and look. I mean, she was an actual porn star. She told Janetta's vendetta, that she was a porn star and then she behaved accordingly. And after Janetta got done singing with this porn star next to her doing her porn star moves, Janetta ran back to me. I don't know if you guys could hear it, but she was losing it. She was like, never in my life. It was so funny. Way hey, and up she rises. Way hey, and up she rises. So early in the morning, drunken sailor by the Irish Rovers. Fahonda was raised in a Navy town. Oh, Fahonda. You have to write a book, my friend. I swear everything Bahanda says makes me think we're soul sisters. Although I wasn't raised in a Navy town, but no, that's not true. When I was in preschool, I went to preschool in Norfolk, Virginia. And that, my friends, is a Navy town. And I remember there was a family across the street, and they had 7 children, and their dad was in the Navy. And then I remember one day I opened the door to go outside and play with them, and there was all this smoke. And then my mom ran over, close the door, close the door. So their house was on fire. Never forget this. I was like 4. Yeah, I think I was about 4 years old. And they had a record player in the attic and it caught on fire. That's all I know. But anyway, yeah, so that's a memory I have of the Navy. Oh, I also remember that they used to take their station wagon out and they let some of the kids ride on the roof. My parents were like, don't even, that will never happen for you. Father Time lived in Chesapeake Valley, Chesapeake Bay. Did you see me go over Chesapeake Bay a couple days ago? It's crazy. I feel like oh wait, gotta show you guys the our our pirate ship is going into port. Oh, Chesapeake, Virginia. Chesapeake Valley is not a real thing. All right, yeah, that's where I was. Chesapeake, Virginia. There's a book called Chesapeake by James Michener, one of my favorite books. I love history books like James Michener writes. I'm a history buff, don't you know? All right, I don't know. Even the sunset after party does not look like it's so great. It's not the best sunset we ever saw. Anthony's 51, his daughter's 29, and son 27. You got started early because I'm 60 and my kids are a little bit older. Heading back to Salty Sam's to dock. Are you on a boat, Black Cat? Are you like salt? Are you like local? I want to go on a boat. I was just on a boat the other day. We had so much fun. Did you see us with the dolphins? That was awesome. Granby Street and Bayview Boulevard. Wow. You guys definitely part of the Beach Report family. Who doesn't love the beach? Okay, well, I think I'm going to say ciao for now. It was wonderful hanging out with you and taking you to my first night back on Fort Myers Beach. Trying to get a good sunset, but not so much today. I live near a great bridge behind Chesapeake General Hospital. Yeah, there were a lot of Todds. All right, Zach. Good night to you too. Good night to all of you. We'll see you on tomorrow's Beach Report. So, ciao for now.